welcome to my channel. My name is Adadiche. If this is your first time here, please hit the red subscribe button below and let's keep growing together. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about living in northern Nigeria and living in eastern Nigeria, just kind of like comparing the two. And maybe if you are looking out to relocating back to Nigeria and do people still relocate back to this country? I don't know. But if you are relocating back to this country, it's at your own risk. You know the way they say cars are parked at others' risks. Relocating back to this country is at your gain, is at your risk. Anyways, let's just dive into the video. So you guys, I was born in northern Nigeria. For those of you who do not already know, I was born in Kaduna State to be precise, and I lived there literally all my life up until 2017 when I came back to the east for uni, Enugu State. So today I'll just kind of like be talking about living in Enugu and living in Kaduna and the things that shocked me about Enugu when I got here. And even if I'm Igbo, but to be honest, some things really shocked me. It took me time to kind of like adapt to the lifestyle, most especially lifestyle of people here. The weather is not so different, but it's quite different because in northern Nigeria, let's start from the weather. Let me give this video context. I'm going to talk about the weather. I'm going to talk about the way of life of people here and everything. So firstly, I'm going to be talking about the weather. In northern Nigeria, when it's like dry season, it's usually very hot, like extremely hot, and the sun there is scorching, like the sun can burn you. The weather here is kind of like chilled. During the heat season is hot as well here, but not as hot as Kaduna. And during the dry season, the sun is not usually so hot. The sun in Kaduna can, if you boil meat, like if you boil yam, if you boil beans, safe. Do you understand? Yes. And then during the harmattan season, here there is not even really harmattan. When I like experienced the harmattan here for the very first time, I could remember then I used to move around without cardigan. I used to sleep literally naked, and my roommates then would be like, okay, is this girl okay? Like the weather is very cold. I remember me and my roommates, we used to quarrel a lot that time because I like leaving the windows open. I love ventilation, and she's like, this weather is cold. The harmattan down here is not that serious. In the north, when it's harmattan, I feel like there are times where Kaduna get to 9 degrees. Like, no jokes. When it's harmattan, like when you're talking, you'll be seeing like smoke coming out from your mouth. I don't know what that thing is, but it's extremely cold. Like during harmattan season in Kaduna State, when you come out, people are looking very funny. You see people tying wrapper, wearing socks with muffler, like the whole thing is usually funny. So when it's harmattan season, Kaduna is extremely cold than Enugu. Here, when it's harmattan season, I used to ball. I used to even wear things that can show skin, like when it's harmattan. But they did not bond me well to do that in Kaduna. Now, moving on, I want to talk about the way of life of people in Kaduna and the way of life of people here. Like Kaduna, they love this whole idea of community, togetherness, and nearness, you know. But when I came here, it was quite different. When I came here, it was like people here do not send you, like they do not send your father. Like growing up in Kaduna, when we wake up in the morning, you go and check up on your neighbor to see if they actually woke up, if they are alive that day. Do you understand? And when I mean your neighbor, I don't mean like your next door neighbor. Like 5 minutes walk, like people living in your neighborhood. You see people waking up to come to your house and like, Inakwana, kunkwana lafia, kuntashi lafia, this one, that one, that one. And people are greeting each other, you know. But then here it's not like that. Like if you manage to see your neighbor for morning when they go work or when they go school, you greet them good morning and move on. Here nobody have your time. Like they are too serious. Like they don't have your time. Everybody is quite very serious down here. Like, so when I came here, that was something that took me a lot of time to adapt. When I see people, I greet them a lot, and some people don't even answer. I'm like, okay, am I stupid? Like, is it a bad thing to greet people down here? But like, people don't have time here. They are too serious. They are on and about their business. And I'm not trying to say that people in Kaduna are not serious, but to be honest, they are not as serious as those that are down here. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is drive. If you need ginger, if you're a kind of person that really need ginger before you get things done, then the east is definitely somewhere for you. Here, like there's just a lot of ginger. Like when you live in the east, it just gives you this feel. You just realize that there's just more to life than just having a roof over your head and clothing and shelter. And I'm sorry, this video is not in any way to shade any ethnicity, but this is just me talking from my own personal experience and from my own point of view as well. in the north, like, people are not really purpose driven. Like, people are just okay with a roof over their head, clothing and shelter. But down here it's not like that. People want more. Like, if you really drive, like I said, to get things done, then the north is not for you. Because if you go there, nobody is driving you to them, nobody is giving you ginger. You just stay there and live for years and just wake up one morning and just realize that you have wasted away and you've wasted your life. And this is something that my parents, like, have always tried to instill in us. I remember when we were growing up, we do certain things and my daddy would say things like, do you know how many rivers you cross to be here? You need to behave like this, you need to behave in a certain way. And I did not really get it. I did not really get what he was trying to explain to us until I came here and just looked at it. Was like a whole different. But again, that's why most times when people from other part of this country go to the north, they thrive. There are a lot of opportunities in the north, unlike this place. Another thing with those in Enugu is that they are chop life gang. Like, they love enjoyment here. If you want to know how to spend your money, then come to Eastern Nigeria. They're going to teach you how to spend your money and paint the town red. And of course, me, I like enjoyment, so that one used to sweet me goody about the people here. The people here, they like enjoyment, they know how to spend their money, they know how to relax after working, and the people here, they work very hard. I love the people here. Like, people in Enugu State, they are hard workers. People in Eastern Nigeria, they are generally hard workers. But I'm sorry to say, in the north, they lazy around for some reasons, I don't know. Not like they are lazy, but they are quite not as hardworking as people here. Yes, people here are very, very hardworking. Like, here, so when you are here, like I said before, you have, like, you see the drive, you'll be receiving ginger to do a lot of big things for yourself when you are here. And the next thing I want to talk about is the cost of living. I feel like I'm going to do an entire video comparing the cost of living in Kaduna and the cost of living in Enugu. To start with, food is very expensive in this Enugu. Like, I don't understand. Sure, I know they farm. Now I know they go farm. Like, food is fucking expensive. Like, why am I using the fuck word on this channel? But anyway, food is very expensive here. Like, if you are broke, like broke to the last letter K, then Enugu is not a place for you to be. But if you are broke, you can survive in Kaduna. Like, you can feed yourself. You can even feed your family. As of 2017, when I came here, you can still use 1,000 naira to make a pot of soup in Kaduna. But when I came here, they did not burn your father away to make any pot of soup with 1,000 naira in Enugu State. To start with, everything, like, food is very cheap in the north, especially during rainy season. When we were growing up, during rainy season, in fact, we used to get a lot of food items from farmers during rainy season. For some reasons, in the north, I don't know why they do this, but for some reasons, you see somebody that is doing business when it's rainy season in the north, the person will sell literally almost all his all his products in his store, whatever it is he's selling. He will sell literally almost everything and then pump the money into farming work, like, because they're always transporting food from the north to the east and other part of the country. So there's just so much food in the north. Like, food, everything is very affordable. Clothing, housing in Kaduna, everything is very, very much affordable. Like, as I'm talking to you guys currently, today, you can get a 2-bedroom flat in Kaduna for 120k, but in Enugu, they did not burn you well. Like, are you mad? And when I mean 120k in that Kaduna, water might even be running in the compound. Do you understand? Another thing I want to talk about is water. When I came here, I did not get it. I heard that they were buying water. Me, I felt like, okay, water now, normally people, they buy pure water, what they drink for Kaduna. When I came here, like, they buy the water that they used to bath. There's not so much water in Enugu. They said it's hilly. Enugu is on top hill, so it's not in every area that you can even dig boreholes or even well, because you will dig and dig and dig and dig and you will not see any water. That is another thing. When I came here, they'll be like managing water. They'll say, don't waste water, don't do this. And yeah, we used to waste water. Hey, there's water board now. So obviously the water that runs in some houses in Kaduna is from Kaduna State's Kaduna River. That's it. Kaduna is very affordable, it's very cheap. If you are looking out to starting out life and you don't really have so much money to spare, then Kaduna is the place for you. Okay, except for now that insecurity is another thing. There is now the order of the day. But aside from the whole insecurity, when everywhere was still a little bit better, Kaduna is a perfect place for you to start up life, because everything there is pretty much affordable. But here, things here are not really affordable. Now, what I want to talk about is education. The standard of education in the north. They said Kaduna is center of learning, but me, I don't know about that one. The standard of education in Kaduna is quite very low. The standard of education here is very high. In fact, let me tell you, I use myself take test time. In the north, I've always been a distinction student. I'm not going to lie. From when I was in primary school till I graduated high school, I've always been a distinction student. I didn't have competitors in most of my class. In fact, my competitors that I had in my classes were Yoruba people. They were not northerners. Like, they were people from other parts of the country. That's why growing up I had a lot of Yoruba friends, because most times in my class my competitors are Yoruba, and I just go close to them and learn from them as well. And when I came here, you guys, I come and meet people that are, I don't even know whether to say that here I'm an average student. I don't know, but I don't want to believe that. But here, the standard of education is high. They are not joking. People are very serious. The reason why I like people here is that anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. Like, when people here want to do things, they take it seriously. Unlike there in Kaduna, for some reasons, almost everything, they just look for how to make a joke around it. That's why people here, they don't really get a joke. When I came here, I struggled with that. Like, you make a joke here and they're looking at you like you're rude. But there, we play around too much, we joke around, and that's why there's just so much community. Like, you are more free to say certain things there than here. Here, there are certain things you say and people are looking at you like, is this not even mad? Just shift. But then in general, if you are looking at an affordable place, we are starting up life, I'm going to advise you to go to northern Nigeria. Aside the insecurity right now, but northern Nigeria is very cheap, and in few years, if you're hardworking, it's going to pay you. But here, you literally have to work extremely and very hard to get anything you want to get. Okay, so just round up this video, if you are somebody that love community, you like nearness, you like gumming body with people, the north is somewhere for you to be. If you are somebody that you need people's drive, like you need ginger for you to get things done, then here is for you. Because if you go there and you do not borrow yourself sense in the north to stand up and get busy with yourself, people there will help you lazy very well, and one day you just wake up and realize that you've wasted away. So you guys, this brings us to the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you've not, please, you guys, subscribe to the channel. Okay, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.